In your time as an NHL head coach, how many players can you recall that entered the league with as much hype surrounding them as Connor McDavid?
Oh, I can't remember. Not a lot, I think, when it comes to that. But I haven't thought about it. Certainly he's a good player. I mean, watched some tape of him. He's a good player.
I know we talked during the preseason about watching Shea and Roman's minutes, trying to balance out the defensive pairs in terms of the minutes. Did you feel like you accomplished that last night?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be perfect every night, but they came down a little bit. We got a lot of trust in all of our defensemen, both ends of the ice. So I think that's it's a really good opportunity to use some guys in different situations. And last night it worked out that way.
Yarncroke was on line with Forsberg and Ribeiro today. You're trying to spread out the offense a little bit.
Yeah, we're just looking at things and moving around. 5-on-5, we've got to be better. We're not producing as much as we'd like.
You were very complimentary of the fans last year with their support and all that. Do you think Golden Saturday's, the first one obviously tomorrow, maybe that could just build on it even more?
Yeah, I mean it'll be good. There's a lot of gold in the building, and gold helmets now too. So
yeah.
You talked last night about Arvidsson and how impressed you've been with how far he's come for a guy like that to start the season after making this team scoring a goal. It wasn't the prettiest goal, but it still works.
Yeah. Well, he'll tell a story someday about how he, roofed it bar down and really pretty goal, but it was good. It's well deserved. He had to work to get here. He had a great year in the minors, and not a big guy, so he's got to overcome some issues out there. When he's quick and he's powerful, he gets his shot off all the time, and he earned the right to be here in training camp, and it's a pretty good thing when you can score a goal in your first NHL game.
I'm not sure.
Wow, first of the year. Anyway.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm not sure if you've seen the two coaches' challenges that happened so far in the season, but they've both have been challenged, have been overturned. Have you gotten a sense of what that would be like, and have you seen the goals that have been?
Well, I mean, I saw both of them, and I said it yesterday. If it comes down to a questionable call, we're going to use it. You have to use it. It's never as I think that these are both pretty clear cut, but there's going to be a lot of them that aren't clear cut, but you still have to use it. A goal. You look at the scores every night by one goal or overtime games. That's the difference in a point or 2 points. So. When there's an opportunity where it could be something could be overturned in your favor, you have to use it.
Peter, at this point in the season, do you spend significantly less time? Will you spend significantly less time talking about what to look for from Edmonton as opposed to maybe later in the year once you have all your pieces in place?
I think we ran some stuff this morning by our guys, and a lot of it did focus on us. But then it switched and practice switched, and we started talking about Edmonton and what we need to do. So maybe a little bit more time on us early in the season, things that we're not doing off of face-offs, or maybe decision making at blue lines and that sort of thing. So we do spend a little bit of time with that. It's early on, and we want to make sure that our set breakouts are running the right routes, or set forward checks, whatever it might be. So I think you're right, maybe a little bit, but still, we got to pay attention to the opponent and what they're doing. If you're not if you're not prepared for who you're playing, you probably won't like the results.
Last night you said that you felt like Carolina won the second period in your estimation. And going back and looking at the film, did you see something that changed with your team from the first period to the second period that allowed Carolina to get that edge?
Well, Carolina got outplayed pretty badly in the first period, and with that usually comes some sort of a meeting on their side. And we knew that would probably be coming. They came out with a much different attitude in the second period, and we stopped working a little bit. The hardest working team won both periods. And I thought that we worked harder in the first. I thought they worked harder than us in the second. It's just an observation, I think, that's realistic of what happened in the game. So the third period was competitive both ways. We were able to hang on against I think is a good hockey team and win a game.
Peter, when you've been in the league as long as you have, and you were there when Crosby came into the league,
yeah.
But is there still a bit of a curiosity level from you as far as getting a look at McDavid and Eichel and just seeing what they bring to the table? Do you have that curiosity level?
I think everybody is, there's a couple of really good players that came in the league. There's a lot of really good players, but certainly the two you mentioned, they come hyped a little bit more. And You know, you can watch him. We're watching pre-scout of Edmonton. You can see what he's capable of. And, it'll be, you know, you get a first-hand look at him tomorrow night. So that's it's a good challenge for our club. He's a good player. He's young, but he's a good player. And, you know, have to pay attention to what he's doing.
Peter, early days, but the impact that a guy like Barrett Jackman brings to you from the line.
Well, he was real good last night. You know, he did a good job killing penalties. You know, he's a little bit more, but he's a different element than our other 5 guys. Not that our other 5 guys can't kill penalties or block shots, they do, but you know, he's more of a stay-at-home defenseman and willing to hit, willing to fight, willing to block shots, and you know, our other guys will get up the ice a little bit more. But I think it's a good contrast to what we have.